Hey y'all, Salamander here with another Guild Wars 2 guide for new players. When I first started playing Guild Wars 2, I always struggled with reaching some of the keys while in combat. Because of this, I'd end up reaching and pressing a key for the wrong skill, or I would have to look down at my keyboard to make sure I'm pressing the right skill, which would add an extra half second to cast. I know it doesn't seem like a big deal at first, but you could end up accidentally using essential skills like crowd control skills that are necessary for Defiance bar mechanics, for example. Or if it takes you a longer time to find skills, the half seconds will add up, resulting in less damage or support output. Thankfully, Guild Wars 2 allows you to change the keybinds so that you can fully customize what buttons do. This guide will go over customizing combat keybinds and some I'd recommend if you aren't sure what to use. Before starting, if you'd like to participate in my monthly giveaway, be sure to check out the video pinned in the comments after watching. First, we'll evaluate what keys are easy to press for most players so we can rule out some of the stuff we don't have to change. With most PC gamers who play mmorpgs and FPS games, the left hand naturally falls onto WASD keys. A lot of players will reserve their middle fingers for the W or forward key, while the index and ring finger can easily access skill keys like the tilde for weapon swaps and the 1 through 5 skills. So we'll keep the WASD, tilde, and 1 through 5 keys the same. I mostly get asked by friends and new players what keybinds to use for heal, utility skills, elite, and F skills, so we'll cover changing those and a few others. To change keybinds, press your escape key and click on options. From there, click on the bottom tab on the left side to open up control options. Here you can decide what keybinds work for you. Now I'll go over what keybinds I'd recommend if you're not sure what to use. I will say though, I don't have issues reaching function keys, the F1 through F5 keys, since those are just as easy to reach for me as the regular 1 through 5 keys. If that's an issue for you, you can macro them so you can do something like hold down your left Alt key and press the 1 through 5 keys instead of reaching for the F1 through F5 keys. For the heal skill, it's somewhat easy to reach but still out of the way enough for me to want to change the keybind. Here I keybound it to the thumb button on my mouse at the tip of my thumb and changed the dodge key to the lower thumb button. For the utility skills 7, 8, and 9, you can switch these to the Q, E, and R buttons. Instead of using the Q and E buttons to strafe, you can hold down your right click and press the A and D keys. The R key is default for auto run, and for that, I switched auto run to the scroll wheel button on my mouse. For the elite key, I switched that to my shift button. My pinky finger naturally rests on my shift key while I'm playing, so it's a really easy key to press since the elite is something you'll need to access pretty easily. And now, since the default special action key is right next to the B key, which opens up the World vs. World menu, I changed the special action key to the left control key, right under the left shift, since I was tired of fat fingering the World vs. World key, which opened up all the time and blocked my view. Changing keybinds wasn't something I ever thought I'd cover on my YouTube channel, because I feel like preferred keybinds change so much between different players, but I've been asked so many times about how to change them and which ones I'd recommend, so I hope this video found the people who would find this guide helpful. Before I go, I would just like to mention that you could make different keybind templates by exporting your current keybinds and naming it. For example, if you want a character or build and you want a specific set of keybinds for that one alone, then you could set those keybinds in the control options and click export. Here you can name the keybind template and switch to that whenever you need. Just be sure to also export and save your preferred keybinds too so you don't have to always redo them. That about sums it up for this beginner guide to changing keybinds. If you find my videos useful or are interested in my giveaways, be sure to like and subscribe so you stay notified. Also, feel free to comment any suggestions or requests for future videos. As always, take care, my friends. I'll see you next time.